Hey everybody, Dieter Kurtenbach here with Mark Medina and Logan Murdoch following the Warriors' opening night loss.
What?
Like,
They
yeah,
lost?
I know. I thought we were going to have an 82-0 season,
Blow
Mark.
the team up.
We're almost there. We're a couple more games, then we can start talking about that. Warriors lose in the last second. Kevin Durant's last second effort, too late. And again, a 122-121 loss to the Houston Rockets, a game that the Warriors were up by 17 points and then just squandered in the fourth quarter. Mark, your main takeaway from the game itself, what stood out to you most?
Well, I'm not going to make a big deal out of a loss, but it's not really what you expected. I think what we all expected is, hey, they got the ring night. This is kind of a symbol of their championship depth. How much will it carry over? The Rockets get Chris Paul. How much does that make a difference? Chris Paul really didn't make a difference tonight. The Warriors' depth did not come through. And then it came down to a bunch of what ifs. Like, what if Kevin Durant hit that shot maybe a second earlier? That would have won the game. What if Steph Curry didn't miss that three? What if Draymond Green didn't get injured in the third quarter? What if they didn't allow Houston to go on a 9-0 run in the fourth quarter? It's a lot of weird what ifs in this game.
Yeah, and the main story of the fourth quarter, in my opinion, obviously Draymond Green going out at the end of the third quarter with the left knee injury. I saw him limping in the locker room. There's a bit of a controversy if he was limping or not, but it's certainly not a good situation for Draymond Green to have a left knee strain. And then P.J. Tucker of the Rockets, with Draymond out, just really wreaking havoc in the fourth quarter for Houston. Logan, you're in the locker room after the game, and it was kind of a weird mood. What did you take away from the Warriors' body language and attitude after this loss?
You could tell it was a big letdown. They really wanted this game. You could tell at the end of the game, in the locker room, you could see, Steph just kind of slumped over, just really upset next to Clay, who was equally upset. And it doesn't matter what they say; they really wanted to get a win tonight, and it was a very big letdown from Kerr on down. They really wanted this win, whether it was a 17-point, the other team comes from behind, and Kevin Durant makes that last shot. A win is a win is a win for them. They really wanted this. They didn't want any excuse for how they lost tonight.
Even if they won this game, I think that we're all in agreement here that they didn't look great. Because they're the Warriors, because they can get away with not looking great and look like a good team, I still think they probably would have been pretty downtrodden after this performance had Kevin Durant's shot gone in. Steve Kerr was lamenting after the game that this team isn't conditioned enough. It might take a while. It doesn't matter what the excuse is. It's not the China trip or the short preseason or anything. This team has to get in better shape. I know that's something that Kerr has harped on a lot in the preseason. It really did come to fruition tonight, especially in the fourth quarter. They look gassed.
Yeah, but to be honest, I was surprised. I mean, before the game started, Steve Kerr was talking about how he had a lot of confidence in the team maintaining their edge and that they had the depth to kind of make up for games tonight. And initially, it looked like it was going to work. I mean, Kevin Durant was playing really well, had a really explosive third quarter. Who would have thought that Nick Young would be leading the Warriors in scoring?
I mean, everybody here, obviously.
Yeah, you called it. I called it.
We saw the Swaggy P Renaissance.
Yes, and I very well remember his time with the Lakers, but that's not enough to offset Green being hurt. Steph Curry really having a slow start. I think he missed, three of his first four shots. He got in foul trouble. Clay was okay, but didn't really jump out to you, and it just kind of exposed that you would think on paper they have the depth, but they really didn't tonight.
Logan, final thought here. Obviously, it's one loss. The Warriors aren't really used to losing, but it doesn't matter in the long view of things. What is the takeaway from this game? Is there anything that we do need to be concerned about in the macro following this contest?
I think it just proved what we already knew, that Draymond Green is the heart and soul of this basketball team. When he's out there, when he's out of the game and out of the lineup, they really feel that. And I think that's the biggest takeaway of something that we already know, that he's the heart and soul of the team, and wherever he goes, it's weird to say that he's maybe the third or fourth best player on the team, but he is the heart and soul of that team, just the way he has been for years since he took David Lee's place a few years back. He is the heart and soul of this team. I think that's the biggest takeaway, and it's going to be curious to see how he is going forward.
Especially with the Warriors now going on the road, those atmospheres are always tough. Warriors will have something to prove. We'll see if Draymond Green is with them. But to say the least, an interesting night here at Oracle Arena. It starts on such a high note, such a pleasant note with them getting the rings. It ends on such a dour note, and we'll see where the Warriors go from here. But 1 out of 82 in the books, and if they keep playing like this, I don't know if there's going to be any more than 82, you guys. So stick with us for the next 81, I guess.